Today, we're going to talk about the 6 steps of building a future-proof brand right off the bat. My name is Charity Mbofana, and I'm the founder of Chenny Media, a marketing and creative design agency committed to meeting your brand's needs. So let's get into it. The first question you may have is, why build a brand in the first place? Well, the answer is simple, because it's the difference between success and failure. When done right, your brand will work for you because it holds your story, it holds your vision, your brand holds your purpose. It keeps your audience loyal and committed to you, no matter where business or life takes you. A common misconception is that branding refers only to your logo, to your colors, to your fonts, and so on. Nothing could be further from the truth. Branding refers to a much, much larger picture. It includes how your business sounds, what you value as a business, how people perceive you, and a whole lot more. The good news is that if you build a strong brand, you can make changes to your business at any point, and your clients will still follow you because you are you and because they know that. So my advice to you is slow down and do it right the first time. Going back to later fix a badly built brand is expensive, it's painful, and it can be messy. You need to know the building blocks of branding in order to determine if you have all the pieces in place that you will need, or if anything is missing, or what needs fixing. With the right knowledge of what you need to do and when you need to do it, you can build a strong brand that will be competitive over time. Another popular statement that I've heard amongst new entrepreneurs and business owners is that, you know what, we can create whatever we need as we get along. But can we really? Though the statement, the brand will define itself over time, can be true, it may not be what you want to do. You may not want to leave the core identity of who you are and what your business purpose is to chance. What if it doesn't define itself in the way you intended from the beginning? The difference between companies that make it and companies that fail, usually 90% of the time, comes down to their brand foundation and how solid it is. The companies that kill it right off the bat will always stand out because they have a strong brand and a strong foundation, which is solid. So let's talk about how you can actually build a strong brand and identity for your business or your organization. So step number 1, decide who you are and why you exist. Everything has a purpose. So do businesses. Sometimes it's the founder's origin story, and sometimes a problem solution just falls into your laps and you say, you know what, I have to make this happen. Developing a mission statement and a brand positioning statement, which are 2 important tools to your strategy, is critical in the early stages of the company's creation. These early definitions of the strategy behind your brand form the foundation for everything else that's going to come next. That means your brand personality, your culture, your ethos, from product development to brand design to all your marketing activities and everything else in between. This is because strategy informs decision making. It's useless to shoot without a target. You need a way to tell if your decisions are the correct ones. Without a proper and well-structured roadmap, the end goal is never going to be clear. Step number 2, you need to understand your competition. It's important to research, review, and evaluate your competition. It's always easier to do a SWOT analysis so you know who you are up against when it comes to your customer targeting, when it comes to the products and services and the innovations you're bringing onto the market, when it comes to your visual and verbal branding, your brand ecosystem, the market you're tapping into, your social media activity, customer engagement, and how you speak to your customers, and so on. In conducting your competitive audits, though, it's always advisable to outsource your information so you do not get biased info. The great thing about knowing and understanding your competition is that you will still get to choose what you want your competitive advantage to be. Moving on to step 3, Decide who you are helping. You will need to define the problem that you're solving and also define who you're solving the problem for. That is who your customer is. Find out what their biggest pain point is and then meet those needs and desires with your products and services. You will want to keep solving their problem for the longest time possible. So having established that, loyalty and recall will be important. So what impression are you going to make on them? Because how you make your customer feel is very important. It's key to remember that your customer will need to hear themselves in your communication and be convinced that you have the solution or the solution to the need or the problem that they're trying to solve or satisfy. Step number 4, build your products and services to suit your customer. Have a clear target so you can be appealing to the right people. As long as your strategy and problem statement are solid, then you're on the right track. It's usually much easier to create products that people already need instead of the other way around. But I mean, if you do like a challenge, there's no problem doing it the other way around. Step number 5, build your ecosystem. Now, how and where you show up is very important. Decide where you can be found and what or how you want to look like. Brand design can make or break your brand because unfortunately, or fortunately if done right, it's usually the first thing that your potential customers will see. First impressions do matter in business. The goals of brand design are pretty simple though. You want to be recognized, you want to be remembered, and you want to be revered. Kind of sounds like an online dating profile, except for your business. But in order to achieve these goals of branding, which are being recognized, being remembered, and being revered, you will need to think about all the different elements that come together to make your brand. That is, for example, your logo, the colors that you're going to use, your iconography, your photography, the patterns that you include in your marketing and your packaging, your typography, the tonal voice, as well as the sound of your business. But that's not all. You will also need to consider the real estate of your brand. Where do you appear and where are you going to be found, be it digitally or physically? So you see, there is a lot to consider if you want to do your branding right the first time. A random logo created overnight may not be the perfect solution in the long run. Moving on to step number 6, which is the final step. You need to introduce your brand to all the team members. It's very important to onboard and educate your team about everything regarding the brand and how it is to be perceived. Talk to them about the strategy behind the brand. Talk to them about the mission, the personality, the voice, the customer avatar, the standards, and everything else concerning your brand, so the employees can also reflect the brand in a consistent way. Nothing beats a cohesive brand DNA and culture. When everyone works together in reflecting the company brand correctly, you have the best chance of winning. So there you have it, the 6 steps to building a future-proof brand right off the bat. This video is brought to you by Chenny Media through this platform, The Business Fix. Chenny Media is a marketing and creative design agency committed to meeting your brand's needs. We are driven by the need to help businesses, organizations, and individuals make the right moves for brand establishment and growth. We take great pride in the work that we continue to do for our clients, so do not hesitate to contact us today or right now if you need any help creating and growing your brand. And do check out our website for more information on the work that we do, and that is chennymedia.com. You can also check out our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, so that you can learn more about the work that we do and get more tips about building your brand, marketing your brand, speaking to the right customers, growing your business's revenue, and taking advantage of all the various marketing tools that are available. So thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe so that you get more content like this, and see you in the next video. Cheers. Bye.